Hey everyone, my name is Tommy, and in this video, which is part 1 to a series, I'm going to be showing you the first step at fixing my CoreXY 3D printer. I got this 3D printer off of TradeMe for $100, and it was quite a good deal. It's got a 400mm build volume, and it uses a CoreXY motion system. The plan currently is to get it up and running, and then upgrade it, and make tons of videos along the way. These are the 3 images of the printer's listing. I knew it was going to be a challenge because in the second photo the wiring was all over the place, and in the third one it showed signs of broken parts. A rather large problem was that the printer also used 12 volts, so I will fix this in a future video. My first goal was a simple one: replace the linear bearings that were broken as on the photos. I did one prototype, but the dimensions were horribly wrong and did not work at all, so I had to go back to Fusion and design another one. To begin my design, I took the exact dimensions of the part using my calipers, which I'll make a review on later. I then took these dimensions, imported them into Fusion, and did some basic extrusions, messing around with cylinders, and all that stuff. It was quite fun because I learnt something new, and that is positioning holes specifically for screws. How I did this was by using a 3-point rectangle, something like that. And yeah, cylinders, pretty much. That was quite cool. Next, I printed the part on my modified Ender 3, which I might do a review on later. The part came out good, and I used my G10 bed, which is also another video I'm working on, so stay tuned for that. It was a bit difficult to install the parts as the screws kept falling out, so I fixed this in a new version, but all the dimensions were correct and everything worked really well. You may have noticed the print surface being used on my Ender 3. It is a G10 sheet, and is actually the stock sheet that came with the machine, but with the build tag ripped off. I'm currently working on a video, so leave a comment if you're interested in that. Inserting the bearing into its holder was relatively straightforward. Just make sure it's not at any angle, apply some force, and then grab a large or heavy object and just hammer down on it to make it go in. In my case, this was a solid block of lead that I had laying around. Installing the part wasn't too difficult, but it was a bit fiddly when installing the screws, but I fixed this in a later version, so it should be a lot easier. Here is a 35x speed time-lapse of me reassembling the machine. Thank you for watching, maybe subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.